All right, it is time to tackle this guy. My refrigerator has not been organized in a while. In fact, I don't know, since we've moved in here, I don't know that I've ever really organized it, but it is definitely out of control. So let me show you what it looks like, and then let's get started getting this thing into shape. As you can see, this needs a lot of work, and I went through each shelf, pulled things out, checked expiration dates, threw things away that needed to be thrown away, and I was able to gauge what space I had available and where I wanted to put everything. Now I'm going to show you how I used different containers for storage and organization in the fridge. All right, I have this egg container that I got from Bed Bath & Beyond. And I want to say it was around $15.99, but of course I had a coupon. And the only thing is, which is so goofy, it holds 14 eggs, which is great if you only get 12 eggs, but we usually get 18 eggs at a time. So if you get 18 eggs, then you just, you know, have to, I don't know, eat 4 eggs real quick. But I've already taken all of the stickers off of it. And so I'm just going to transfer, which, you know, I have always said, why transfer, you know, things from one container to another container? But honestly, and I of course did not see the point in the eggs, but I actually do think it's a good idea, because then it lets you see how many eggs you have left and when it's time to buy more eggs, which that tends to be a problem around here, because I have a couple of boys in here that love eggs, but they don't always let me know when we're almost out. So as you can see, some of the 18 eggs had already been used, so I was able to put 13 in here, baker's dozen. So yeah, that looks pretty. I also forgot to mention about the eggs. This particular container came with like a little dry erase marker. So whatever the date is on your carton, before you throw your carton away, pay attention so that you can write that date on your container, and you will know what the best by date is. This is a little container that I got from the Dollar Tree, and this is technically a soda can organizer, but we don't drink a lot of soda, but what we do eat a lot of are these little snack things by Sargento. So that is what I'm going to put in here. Okay, this is something that I bought from, I think it was Sam's, either Sam's or Costco, because that's where I normally go. But anyway, it is Cuisinart, and it's a 4-piece kitchen storage set, and there are 2 small bins and 2 large bins, and they are clear containers, so I'm going to use these. Not sure yet what I'm going to use them for, but we will see. Okay, already out of the box, I will tell you that probably first and foremost, the reason I like these is because they are longer. If you look at, sorry about that knife, if you look at the container that I bought from Dollar Tree, do you see how much shorter it is Yeah, so we have a deep refrigerator, so I hate it when things get lost in the back of the fridge. So yeah, these are perfect because they are so much longer. I want to say the box of 4 was like $19.99. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to use this for is the refrigerated, biscuits or crescent rolls. These are really good if you've never tried them. Goodness, it's like just little bite-sized apple pies. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put these in there too. And just go ahead and do that. So yeah, so I'm gonna keep those in there, and that is where my refrigerated dough will be placed. All right, I have a little bit of shredded lettuce, not very much. So I'm gonna use one of these small containers. This came in a set of, I believe it was 4 of these produce, fruit and veggie containers. Pretty sure I got it from Costco, but on the lid of each container, there is a list of items, like this one is berries, cherries, etc. And it tells you whether you need to use water, which is where this little detachable tray comes in, and if you need to use the airflow vent, which is where these little handles come in. There you go. It's normally like this. Oh, shoot. Normally like this. You just press it down and that gives it airflow. Now this particular size doesn't say anything about lettuce, but this size has more vegetables on it. And this does say leafy greens, and it says I need to use water and air vent flow. So I'm going to put this in here. Perfectly, since there's not much. I'll go ahead and lower this air vent thing. And then I'm going to take this off. Sorry, got some lettuce down in there. But I'm gonna put some water in it, and then I'm gonna attach it back to the bottom. It doesn't need very much, so I just have a little bit in here. And just gonna pop that right back on there, and this will go in my veggie and produce drawer. I've changed my mind about the yogurt in here because I have this big thing of yogurt and I have this thing of sour cream, and this will not fit in here, and I don't want to tilt this on its side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer all these yogurts to this container, and then because if I run out of room just going like this, I can always stack it on top, and this gives me a better area for this. And I don't usually keep a lot of this stuff on hand, So it's fine if it's just this one smaller container. But if you keep more of this on hand, then you may want to consider one of the big containers that came in this box. But I don't usually keep a lot of this stuff in the fridge, so I don't need a huge container. All right, I forgot I do have 3 cans of ginger ale from the outdoor fridge. So I'm just going to use this last clear container for those. I like to keep ginger ale on hand just because I hate feeling like I have kind of an upset stomach. So ginger ale always helps. And I have 1 of these left over from the, what was it? Holiday edition of ginger ale that I got from either Sam's or Costco. I will put a link to the video that I showed these in the description box below so that you can see it, but these are so good. I hope they have them next holiday because I will definitely be getting like multiple cases of them. So anyway, this is the case for my few cans of ginger ale that I have. This is the before. Is the final result of my refrigerator organization. I cleaned out a bunch of stuff, used clear containers so I can see exactly what I have, what I need, and I'll walk you through it in just a second. But I decided not to. A lot of times you'll see people label their shelves right here, but I decided not to do that just because, you know, things may change. I don't want to have to take the label off. You can clearly see, you know, I have kind of dips right here. I have salad dressings. This is a roux. Here's condiments down here, as far as like mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup, garlic. Over here, I have spicy stuff. I have tall stuff. And then this is gonna be for, we keep our fish oil. And then my husband has a prescription that needs to stay refrigerated. But this refrigerator, we thought we would like it. And I mean, it's fine, but the shelves are just kind of weird. Like there's not a lot of adjusting you can do. So anything tall has to stay here. We keep this laying down. I guess I could stand it up, but it's just easier to keep it laying down. Up here I have our refrigerated stuff and butter. Here's where I will keep open for leftovers. My soda. These are snacks, dairy. These are my cheeses, can be easily pulled out. And then the eggs. And in here I have separated the fruits and veggies. So this will be the veggie drawer, and I have the setting set to veggies. And then this will be my fruit drawer. And then down here at the bottom is my meat drawer. And you want to have your meats at the bottom in case they ever drip. They're not going to drip on anything else and contaminate anything. So now let me show you my freezer. This is what the freezer looked like before I went through everything, threw out stuff that needed to be thrown out, and then once it was all emptied, I cleaned it out real good and then put stuff back in. This is the freezer. It looks so much better. Here is the bottom drawer. I have ice packs here because you can't really fit anything into this space. So anyway, I have veggies on this side, and I have them separated from bagged and fresh that I've already chopped up. And this is just things like breakfast corn dogs, burritos, meats. And then up here, I have kind of some frozen box food, that kind of thing. And then over here is more like breakfast kind of stuff. So yeah, now you know where things are in the freezer. You know what you have, so it's easier to plan. All right, guys, what do you think? Do you have any tips of things that I can do even a little better? Let me know in the comments below. But if you're new to my channel, thanks so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I would love it if you would consider subscribing to my channel. Click the bell button if you do, because it lets you know every time I upload a new video. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up, because it lets YouTube know that you're watching my videos. And I will see you next time. Bye.